welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Faith It Till You Make It, where we are growing through what we go through, focusing on the 4G's: God, goals, growing, and glowing. If you are new here, welcome to the family. Go ahead and click on that notifications button so that you get notified every single time I post a video, and go ahead and click on the subscribe button as well. And if you are returning, oh my goodness, you know how we do over here. We faith it until we what? Until we make it. So I know what you're thinking, guys. I know what you're thinking. Let me address it before you even say it. Where have I been? Long story cut short, there was a lot of things that were going on around the time that I started releasing the channel. So I had to stop recording for a few moments, but hey, I am back and I am better. And trust me, I will try to be more consistent this time around. And I hope it's not too late as well to wish you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I wish you a prosperous, intentional 2026. May you get all the things that you hope for this year. Right. So as I've been saying in the previous videos, I've been talking about intentionality as how it's the compass that gets us to where we want to be, how we get to move from point A to point B in achieving our goals and being intentional with everything. That is why this year it's so important to be intentional with the 4G's. And I'm about to give you a few tips and tricks on how you can go by this year. So bring me to today's topic, which is intentionality with the 4G's. Okay, let's zone into the first G, and that is God. In my eyes, this is the most important G, and it's very important that you learn to align yourself to what God wants for your life. So what does being intentional with God look like? Being intentional with God looks like setting a clear time to pray, setting a clear time to worship Him, setting a clear time during the day where you're blocking everything out. You're blocking all the notifications, you're blocking your WhatsApp, you're just hands down and just focusing on just talking to God, praying and having time with Him. So that is what intentionality with God means. Intentionality with God means that you're centering everything around Him and involving Him in everything that you're doing. When you're starting your day, you're starting with Him. When you're ending your day, you're ending with God, and you're submitting all your plans to Him so that He can make them straight. So this is very, very important, and I feel like so many people miss it when they don't put God first, when they don't put God in the center of everything that they are doing. So this year in 2026, make it a goal that whatever you do, whatever you're going to start, whatever you're going to put your hands on, that you have submitted that to God and you have communicated with God, you've spoken to Him, and you've just put Him at the center of everything. In the book of Proverbs, it says that submit all your plans to Him and He will make your plans straight. So this is just emphasis on how we should really take everything to God, because He'll make our path straight. He'll redirect us even when we're like moving astray, or maybe you're thinking of, for example, investing into something. He'll even redirect you and say, oh wait, don't invest now, invest at this time. So this is the most important G, and this year I really need you to zone in on the first G, because once you get that one right, trust me, everything else will come into alignment. Right, moving on to the next G, that is goals. If you have not already written down the goals that you want to achieve, grab your notebook, grab your pen, and be as honest with yourself. Just sit down and write down the things that you want to achieve, right? And then once you do that, set a clear compass. This is a set of small actions that you take each and every single day that will lead you towards your goal. So this is absolutely important, because most of us, we just sit down at the beginning of the year, we write down, hey, I want to do that, hey, I want to do this, I want to achieve that, but you don't really dwell down on the small actionable steps that you are actually meant to take to get you from that place to achieving your goal. So this one is really really so important. You need to set the clear actionable steps that you want to take. So now moving on to the next goal, that is growing. Okay, this one I really need you to be so honest with yourself. Grab a piece of paper or your diary, whatever, or your notepad on your phone, and I need you to be honest with yourself and write down the strengths, what you're good at, what you do with so much ease. And then you, on the other hand, I need you to write down the things that your weaknesses, the things that you know you should work on. Maybe you're a bad public speaker, or maybe you don't have much confidence, things like that. Write it all down. Write down the weaknesses. This is where the growth part now comes into play. With those weaknesses that you have written down, you now need to see how you can work on improving yourself in those areas that you are least good at. Right, so as defined in the dictionary, growth is defined as increasing in size. So how do you increase in size? Actually, you increase in size by working on the parts of yourself that are not as good, the parts of yourself that you're weak in, the parts of yourself that you're not as good. You know that maybe you're a bad public speaker, or maybe you're not as fit. Then you start working on that to be better, to improve. And sometimes, you know, growth happens outside your comfort zone. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. I have to say that twice, because sometimes we get so used to just, you know, life, we get used to so many things around us just happening, and we just end up staying in like the places that we already are. You're just so comfortable in that. You've got a big business idea that you have, you've got a big AI solution that you want to work on, but you're just so comfortable in that. Sometimes growth actually starts to happen when you step outside your comfort zone and you decide to take a bold movement, a bold action to get you where you need to be in. So this year, really do things that take you outside your comfort zone. If you're not good at public speaking, take opportunities. For example, even at church, you can volunteer. Oh, today I want to be the MC. Oh, I want to be a secretary. Oh, I want to do something that will take you in the movement and the direction of where you actually want to be. So moving on to the next G, that is glowing. This is maintaining yourself, keeping up with yourself. Know what works for your skin. Be intentional about having a daily skincare routine. Trust me, that is so important. Most guys, they overlook that, you know. And this year, make it a goal for yourself that, hey, you know what, I'm going to find something, skincare products that match up with my skin. This year, I'm going to try to put on some makeup. This year, I'm just going to try to level up in terms of glowing up. So another thing with achieving the glow aspect is that take a look at how you dress. For example, right now, are you dressing as the person that you want to become? Are you dressing? Does your closet have the actual items that, you know, will help you to dress like the person that you want to become? If not, or if you have a closet full of clothes and you never actually have something to wear, then it's a clear sign that you need to what? You need to start editing. So this time around, you need to sit down with yourself and just analyze the person that you want to become, how you want to dress, how you want to show up. And then from there, you can find like-minded people, like for example, someone that already dresses like how you want to, and then you can learn from them. Learn from them, get the pieces, buy them slowly. Maybe if you're not financially stable, buy and build up a closet that you'll be proud of how you would actually want to dress like, right? And then after doing that, you show up as the woman or the man that you want to become. So glowing aspect is actually quite important as well, because the better you show up, the more confident you actually become. So this year around, choose to become and dress as the person that you want to be. Right. All right, that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've reached the end of this video, thank you so much for your support. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And a big shout out to the Yellow Chili Taste of India. They have given us this venue for use, and they have the best Indian food here in Warsaw, Poland. I'll be dropping down the link to their location in the description box, so be sure to check it out. And I've got good news for you. if you're coming through to the restaurant and you provide the discount code that is my name, Faith, you'll get 10% off all your orders. So be sure to check it out. I myself have just ordered myself some curry butter chicken with some naan bread, guys. I am telling you, oh my goodness, I'm about to enjoy myself. So be sure to check it out. The link is in the description box. And this is it for today's video. I am your host with the most vibes, signing out, and be sure to come back because we've got so much in store for you this year. Signing out.
For the girls who rise even when it's hard, got growth and glow. That's the walk, that's the power. Woke up with faith in my chest, peace in my step, no room for stress. He called me high.